Thanks, Representative Smith. Appreciate your leadership in putting this together, your leadership on the subcommittee. And just following up to some of Ron's comments, Mr. McHarg, I have a great relationship with the Farm Bureau here. By the way, I represent a district that's one of the top dairy producing districts in the country. So this goes right to the heart of what farmers in my district are concerned about. I've read your bio, and I see you're a builder as well, which is my own background. So, I think a lot of similarities in our backgrounds. And so it gets a little frustrating to me to sort of see what feels like slow pace of dealing with this. I even mentioned it one of our previous hearings. I feel like sometimes Canada's playing hardball, and the administration here is playing wiffle ball. Like doesn't even feel sometimes like we're in the same league in terms of being able to negotiate this and work through the problem. That being said, fully supportive of USMCA. I think it's been overall great. I think Canada, for Pennsylvania, I think you may have mentioned it in your state. I'm not sure, but Canada is very, very important. The trade with Canada is very important to our state. And so I think it's overall a good, productive relationship, but this has been particularly frustrating. And Ron's already asked, about some of the impact on dairy farmers. And I think here they really do understand that enforcing this, ensuring that, we meet the intent of the agreement, rather than trying to skirt that, is really, really important. So, I guess you can hear the frustration in my voice. What do you think? Do you think that the Biden administration is currently doing enough to enforce Canada's commitments regarding dairy?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I think we've got the mechanism, and clearly we've challenged it, and they ruled in our favor. But now we're still not seeming to make progress. I was in Canada on a trade trip with our governor right when we were kind of working the USMCA issues out, and so we were talking dairy policy in Canada, and that was the sticking point. I mean, we know that dairy policy relative to this agreement. And then so, again, right out the gate to be challenged and them not taking their products is frustrating. So I think we just have to set a precedence that we absolutely get this fixed and get it cleared up, because Canada and Mexico, they're great trade partners. They're our neighbors. Right. And we should be absolutely lockstep with them compared to anybody else in the world. And so to not quickly get these things resolved in a manner that seems to be good for all parties is frustrating, but I think we absolutely need to keep working on it.
Would you have any advice on additional steps that the administration should be taking at this time? What are you thinking they will do? When will they take action? I mean, you've been paying attention to this. What are your thoughts in terms of what next steps should be and what they're planning to do?
I don't know what next steps would be, other than I think we spent a lot of time to get this agreement right. And so I think at a minimum, we just have to go back to what we agreed upon and maintain that those parameters are met. And so we don't need to recreate everything. We just got to make sure that what we agreed on is enforced. And so how we do that, I'm not sure.
But you do agree that right now we are not at a spot where we're conducting trade in the way that was agreed upon in the agreement, right?
Well, I don't think so, and we don't even want to get started on the lumber conversation, because that's equally frustrating.
Do you have any concern about the consequences of failing to enforce an agreement that we have in place? Like, does that set a precedent? Does that sort of weaken our stance in similar situations with other countries around the globe?
Well, I think they're looking at this agreement, and I think the fact that we do think it's a template and we spent significant time to get it right, and then to not be able to quickly resolve these issues, I think does send a message, in my opinion, to our other trading partners. Not a good message.
Appreciate you being here. Thanks again, Adrian, for putting this together, and appreciate the conversation.